It is possible to provide security against other ills, but as far as death is concerned, we men live in a city without walls. You don't develop courage by being happy in your relationships every day. You develop it by surviving difficult times and challenging adversity. Not what we have, but what we enjoy, constitutes our abundance. I never desired to please the rabble. What pleased them, I did not learn, and what I knew was far removed from their understanding. Nothing is sufficient for the person who finds sufficiency too little. Vain is the word of that philosopher which does not heal any suffering of man. Justice is a kind of compact not to harm or be harmed. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. It is not so much our friends' help that helps us, as the confidence of their help. If thou wilt make a man happy, add not unto his riches but take away from his desires. A free life cannot acquire many possessions, because this is not easy to do without servility to mobs or monarchs. If God listened to the prayers of men, all men would quickly have perished, for they are forever praying for evil against one another. Death does not concern us, because as long as we exist, death is not here, and when it does come, we no longer exist. The time when most of you should withdraw into yourself is when you are forced to be in a crowd. Misfortune seldom intrudes upon the wise man. His greatest and highest interests are directed by reason throughout the course of life. Nothing is enough for the man to whom enough is too little. Let no one be slow to seek wisdom when he is young, nor weary in the search of it when he has grown old. For no age is too early or too late for the health of the soul. Of all the things which wisdom provides to make us entirely happy, much the greatest is the possession of friendship. It is better for you to be free of fear lying upon a pallet, than to have a golden couch and a rich table and be full of trouble. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one. The misfortune of the wise is better than the prosperity of the fool. We must exercise ourselves in the things which bring happiness, since, if that be present, we have everything, and, if that be absent, all our actions are directed toward attaining it. There is no such thing as justice in the abstract. It is merely a compact between men. Death, therefore, the most awful of evils, is nothing to us, seeing that, when we are, death does not come, and when death comes, we are not. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. Of all the means to ensure happiness throughout the whole life, by far the most important is the acquisition of friends. The wealth required by nature is limited and is easy to procure. But the wealth required by vain ideals extends to infinity. Never say that I have taken it, only that I have given it back. He who has peace of mind disturbs neither himself nor another. Empty is the argument of the philosopher which does not relieve any human suffering. The nobleman is chiefly concerned with wisdom and friendship. Of these, the former is a mortal good, the latter an immortal one. The fool's life is empty of gratitude and full of fears. Its course lies wholly toward the future. We must, therefore, pursue the things that make for happiness, seeing that when happiness is present, we have everything, but when it is absent, we do everything to possess it. He who says either that the time for philosophy has not yet come or that it has passed is like someone who says that the time for happiness has not yet come or that it has passed. To eat and drink without a friend is to devour like the lion and the wolf. Be moderate in order to taste the joys of life in abundance. The greater the difficulty, the more the glory in surmounting it. All friendship is desirable in itself, though it starts from the need of help. He who least needs tomorrow will most gladly greet tomorrow.